Good morning guys, today is 17th January 2021 and welcome back to the channel. Today's our topic of discussion is about the physical geography of India. Alright, so let's have a look at the introduction part of it. India's latitudinal and longitudinal extent is 30 degree, okay. North-south distance is 3,214 kilometer and east-west distance is 2,933 kilometers. Okay, north lies in the subtropical and warm temperate region and the south lies in tropics. It is the seventh largest country, okay, seventh largest country with 3.2 million square kilometers and 2.4% of the world's land. Okay, how much percentage covered? 2.4% of the world land surface, and 17% of population of the world lives over in India. It has 6,100 kilometer of coast in the mainland and 7,517 kilometer long along with the islands. Gujarat has the longest coastal line or coastline, and Bangladesh shares the largest border with India. In all there are 7 countries, okay, not including Tibet, that India shares its borders with. Okay, so it means the boundary of the India is attached with 7 more countries, okay, leaving Tibet. Indira Point, okay, in Nicobar Island is the southernmost point of India or the southernmost tip of India. Okay, next we have physiography deals with the study of the surface, okay, features and landforms of the earth. On the basis of tectonic history, stratigraphy and physiography, India may be divided into the following 4 physiographic divisions, okay. And now which are these 4 physiographic divisions is mentioned here: the elevated peninsular region, the mighty Himalayas and their associated young folded mountains, the Indo-Gangetic-Brahmaputra Plains, and the coastal plains and islands. And next we have major geographical formation of peninsular India. Okay, the first one here is we are discussing about the North Central Highlands. Okay, the Central Highlands, they include first the Aravallis. Okay, it is the world's oldest folded mountains of the world. Okay, the one thing you need to remember, which is the oldest mountain range of the world. So answer is Aravalli. The Great Boundary Fault, okay, GBF, okay, separate the Aravallis from Vindhyas mountains. Secondly, we have Malwa plateaus as the 2 drainage systems, one towards the Arabian Sea and Arabian Sea, that is Narmada and Mahi, and another towards the Bay of Bengal, okay, which includes your Chambal, Sindh, Betwa and Kain, okay, joining the Yamuna river. Finally, the third one we have the Vindhya ranges. Okay, the Vindhya ranges includes your Michael range, forms a connecting link between the Vindhyas and Satpura mountains. Next we have South Central Highland. It has Bundelkhand and Vindhyanchal Begalkhand or Vindhyanchal plateaus. Okay. Next we have the Chota Nagpur plateaus. The plateaus sprawls over parts of West Bengal, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and northeastern parts of Andhra Pradesh. Next we have Meghalaya's plateaus and Mikir Hills. Okay, consisting of Garo, Khasi and Jainti hills. Okay, there are these 3 important names in the Meghalaya plateau, that is Garo, Khasi and Jainti, okay, hills, and outlying Milar and Rengama hills. Okay, it is a plateau which has been detached from the Indian peninsula by the Malda Gap. By which gap? By Malda Gap. Okay. Next we have the North Deccan. Okay, that is Maharashtra plateau. Okay, so plateau of Maharashtra includes the entire state of Maharashtra except the Konkan coast and Sahyadris. Next we have the Western Ghats. The Western Ghats or Sahyadris, okay, they run parallel to the western coast for about 1,600 kilometers in the north-south direction. In which direction they go? North-south direction, from the mouth of the Tapi river to Kanyakumari. Okay, the western slopes of Sahyadri is steep while the eastern slope is gentle. These are the block mountains formed due to the down-wrapping of a part of land into the Arabian Sea. Now further it says the physical geography of India has 4 parts. How many parts? 4 parts, which are these? We have the northern mountains, we have the northern plains, we have the peninsular plateau and we have coastal plains. Alright. So we'll discuss about all this one by one. Okay, so first of all we have the northern mountain. Okay, they are complex, contains Himalayas, Trans-Himalayas and Purvanchal Himalayas in the north, and Hindu Kush and Suleimani are the northwest of the Purvanchal in the east. Okay, the Himalayas are true mountains. Okay, they are formed from the uh, continent plate collision. They have sediments of marine origin. It is not a single range but a series of ranges. Now guys, the Himalayas have the three ranges, namely the Greater Himalayas, first one. Okay, it has the Middle Himalaya, middle, second one, and it has the Lesser Himalayas, that is the third one, that is Himachal, and the Outer Himalayas, that is Shivalikas. Okay, so first we have Greater Himalayas, second is Middle or Lesser Himalayas, and the third one is called your Outer Himalayas. Okay, that is also known as called Shivalikas. Okay, now guys, you can see here, this is the Sivalika hills over here, this is the Greater Himalayas range over here, this is the Hindu Kush over here, Ladakh range, Jaskar range, okay, Karakoram range, okay. So this is your Mount Kailas, that is 6,714 meter in the heights. Okay, this all you think need to remember. All right, guys, they may ask you any question about it. This is the physical geography of India actually. So what this map is showing you, the map is showing you the Himalayan range. Okay, this is the first one, that is the Himalayan range. Okay. Okay, if we go into the types of Himalayas, the first we have the Greater Himalayas, the highest and most continuous mountain range in the world. Okay, that is the highest, okay, and most continuous range in the world. The Greater Himalayas are almost a contiguous range. The range has very few gaps, mainly provided by the antecedent rivers. The Greater Himalayas receives less rainfall as compared to the Lesser Himalayas and the Shivalikas. The physical weathering is pronounced. Erosion is, however, less effective over the Greater Himalayas as compared to the Lesser Himalayas. Being lofty, they have very little forest areas. Okay, the Greater Himalayas are about 25 kilometer wide with an average height of 6,100 meters. Right. Second, we have Middle Himalayas, the less in height and discontinuous. The width of the Lesser Himalayas is about 80 km with an average height of around 1,300 to 4,600 meters. It consists generally of unfossil furious and sediment or metamorphosed crystalline. Okay, the third type of Himalayan ranges are outer Himalayas, the upliftment of the foothills of the Himalayas. The Shivalikas extends from Jammu division of Jammu and Kashmir state to Assam in width. Shivalikas are vary from 8 km to the east to the 45 km to the west with an average elevation. Okay, what is the average elevation of that? Is about 900 meter to 1,500 meter above the sea level. It is a continuous range. It is broader in the west and narrow around in the eastern side. Okay, between the Shivalikas and the Lesser Himalayas are longitudinal valley called dunes. Okay, between Shivalikas and Lesser Himalayas there is a longitudinal valley, and that is known as called your dunes. Okay, that can be spelled as DUNS also. Okay, they are created due to the alluvial deposit of the Himalayan rivers. Okay, if we look at the structure of the Himalaya, that how it is formed, so the middle band is the convex shape. The second sharp band is toward the southern end, the western band towards the Naga Parbat, and the eastern towards the Namcha Barwa. The northern side rests against the Tibet Plateau, and the southern side is covered with snow, gentle slope on the northern side and steep slope on the southern side. The mountains do not act as a water divide but allow the river to cut across. The rate of erosion by rivers is greater than the rate of upliftment of Himalayas. Okay, now we will talk about the main passes of the Himalayas. Okay, so first one we have the Bomdila Pass. Okay, that connects Arunachal Pradesh with Lhas. Okay, the capital of Tibet, that is. Next we have the Dihang Pass. Okay, the Dihang Pass connects Arunachal Pradesh and Mandale, that is Myanmar. Okay, next we have Khudrangla Pass. Okay, Khudrangla Pass is situated at an elevation of more than 6,000 meters above the sea level. It is the highest motorable pass in the country. It joins Leh and Siachen Glacier. The road remains closed during the winter season. Now, where it is your Atal Tunnel has been inaugurated this year. Next is Lipu Lake. That is Uttarakhand. Okay, it connects the Uttarakhand and Tibet. The pilgrimage for Mansarovar Lake travel through this pass. Pilgrimage means we are talking of pilgrims, we are talking about the religious travelers here. Next is the mountains have some orogeny as the main Himalayas. Okay, from the north to south, the mountains are Patkai, Naga, and Mizo hills. The elevation decreases from north to south direction. Now, when we talk about the Patkai hills, Okay, so they border between Arunachal Pradesh and Myanmar. Okay, and Manipur Hills. Next one is the Manipur Hills that borders between Manipur and Myanmar. Okay, Manipur has Loktak Lake and Mizoram has Molasses Basin. Okay, that you need to remember that Manipur is Loktak Lake. Okay, and Mizoram has which basin? That is Molasses Basin, which are the soft consolidated deposits. Okay, Andaman Nicobar Islands are extension of your eastern Himalayas. Now guys, here in short you have the map of your Purvanchal mountain range. Okay, as you can see I told you these three names. The Purvanchal mountain ranges consist of your Mijo hills, Naga hills and Patkai boom. Okay, it is in your Purvanchal. Okay, here it is Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, uh, okay, and this is your Garo, Khasi and Jainti hills. This part, this is your Garo, Khasi and Jainti. These three parts as you can see over there. All right, and okay, next we have the northern plains, the youngest physiographic features in India, depositional flood plain created by Himalayan rivers like Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra and Yamuna, densely populated with around 30% of the world's population and 10% of world's agriculture land. Okay, part of the northern plains includes your Babhar, okay, that is alluvial fence of a river with the coarse boulders and not suitable for cultivation. Khadar, the new fold plains with very fertile soil. Bangar, okay, old flood plains with the calcareous conker formation, less fertile, and Terai, that has the bad drainage with swampy land. Further, guys, our northern plains are divided into the four parts, which are this. There is the Rajasthan plains, we have the Punjab plains, we have the Gangetic plains, and we have the Assam plains. So now your Rajasthan plains include your formed West Indus drained by Luni, which is located in the west of Aravalli. Thar Desert is the tropical desert formed due to offshore trade wind and Aravalli ranges parallel to the southwest monsoon, so on, or orographic rains. Okay, and Punjab plains your drained by the Ravi, Satluj and Bias river. Okay, Khadar plains is located over there in Punjab plains and are present but bad topographic caused by bad drainage over there. Okay, we have gigantic plains and we have Gangetic plains, sorry, and Assam plains, and drained. Assam plains are drained by a Brahmaputra, the largest river of India by volume. Okay, so which is the largest river? That is Brahmaputra by volume. That is okay. In this plain, guys, map, guys, you can see these are the map of your northern plain area. All right, this as you can see carefully. This is okay. Now we are talking about the peninsular plateaus. It is covered by the Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats and is the north by the Central Highlands. Okay, the Deccan Traps were formed when Indian plateaus flowed over the Reunion Islands. The ballastic flow created a layer over layer and it looks like steps. It is higher than northern plains. In this peninsular plateaus, first we have Aravalli Range. Okay, Aravalli Range is the one of the oldest mountain range that you have to remember. This oldest mountain range. It has sedimentary and metamorphosized rocks. Sedimentary and metamorphosized. Okay, Sabarmati from eastern sides of Aravalli merges into Arabian Sea. Okay. Next, we have Vindhya ranges. This is a source of many north-flowing rivers that meet Yamuna. It represents the water divide of central India. Mahi from north side of Vindhyas, also a west-flowing river, Malwa. Okay, and third one is our Malwa Plateau that lies between Aravalli and Vindhya range. Okay. If we look at Malwa Plateau, so that lies between Aravalli and Vindhya range. Okay, Satpura range has, next one is Satpura range. It has Amarkantak Plateau and which is the source of Narmada. Okay, next we have Meghalaya plateaus that includes Garo, Khasi and Jainti hills and Barail range in line. Okay, the hills are not very high, so ineffective. They are ineffective in blocking the rain winds. Okay, they are blocked at Arunachal Pradesh only. Okay guys, now here is the map which is showing all your mountain ranges even here. That is your Aravalli mountain range, Vindhyas, Satpuras. Okay, this is your eastern Ghat. This part is known as Ghat. It is divided into this much parts here. And this one is your western Ghat. And here we have Garo, Khasi and Jainti. Okay, so these all are the mountain range we have discussed about. You can look at the map carefully. Okay, and this is showing your sub plateau area. This is your Chota Nagpur plateau here. Okay, this is your Deccan plateau. Okay, and here we have the Nilgiri hills, and here it is located your Munnar in Kerala, which is one of the highest mountain peak of this Nilgiris. Okay, it's close by to it. In southern tip we have this Cardamom Hills, which is the last peak of the last mountain range. Okay, here. And let's talk about the Western Ghats now. So UNESCO Western Ghats comes under UNESCO's World Heritage Site also, that you need to remember. Now they are extending from Maharashtra to Kerala. In Maharashtra they are steeper and higher. In Karnataka they are broader. In Kerala they are isolated hills with the gaps that allow the rain winds to pass through them. Height of the Western Ghat decreases from north to south. Okay, the air parcel that passes over the hills retain energy, but as they take longer, the droplets precipitate into rain. Okay, and Annamudai is the highest peak in the Deccan. Right. Now look at the Eastern Ghat. These are the discontinuous range, but with lower heights in the mountains. Okay, they have the littoral soil is present over there. Okay, and Coromandel coast lies between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. Okay. The Bay of Bengal has 572 islands. Okay, guys. Andaman and Nicobar are separated by 10-degree channel of and Lakshadweep by 11-degree. Okay, Barren Island in Nicobar is India's only active volcano. Okay, that you need to remember. This seems like very important. At Barren Island, which is the only active volcano, that is Barren Island in Nicobar. It is the only active volcano in India. Okay, next we have Southern Hill Complex. Okay, Southern Hill Complex, they are not a part of the Western or the Eastern Ghats. From north to south, the hills are they are Nilgiri, Palani, Annamalai, Cardamom, Palghat Pass between Nilgiri and Annamalai Hills. Okay, Nalamala, Javadi, two are the hill ranges in the south, but above the hills. Okay, the Western and Eastern Ghats meet at Nilgiri Hills. Now let's have a look at this importance of Deccan Plateau. Okay, why they are important? They are the oldest and the most stable region, the rich in mineral wealth. 98% of Gondwana coal is you will find over here. Peninsular soil is black. Peninsular soil is black cotton soil. It is good for plantation of tea, coffee, rubber, cashews, and sugarcane also. Okay. Next we have coastal plains. It extends from run of Kutch to Sundarbans. It has two parts, western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains. Okay, if we talk about the two parts of coastal plain, that is western and eastern coastal plain. So western coastal plains, they are narrower and steeper with the fast flowing rivers but no deposits over there. Rivers from Storius. And what is the Storius? Storius is the wide part of river which flow into the sea. Okay, and you will not find no deltas over there. Okay, good for port development. These are good for port development. Has two gulfs, that is Kutch and Kambat. Okay, and coast are two, that is Konkan and Malabar coast. Okay. Next we have eastern coastal plain. Okay, they are broader and with the large river from rivers that form deltas. Okay, we have Chilika Lake in the eastern coastal plains. Okay, that is the biggest salt lake in India. Okay, they ask this has been asked in many questions, many competitive exam. Okay, the largest saltwater lake in India. Okay, guys, so this is all about our geography session of the today. That is the physical geography of India. Okay, in the next video, I will come up with some more topics. I have tried to shorten the topic as much as possible. I have tried to come up with the key points. I hope you like this video. Okay, guys. So now continue with your preparation. Best wishes ahead, and bye bye for time being.